If you haven't already, apologies for being a little tardy for the party. Just, when you're doing a live like this where you have a couple of stories that you want to talk about, it takes a little preparation. Come on in, come on in. We have a bunch of hot topics. Some hot topics that I've already done a video on, but I wanted to expand because there have been a couple of updates that I want to talk about, including your daily Diddy update. But I did 2 videos today talking about Diddy. So if you missed it, be sure to check that out here on the channel. We are exclusively here on YouTube. What's going on, everyone? Let me know where you're watching from. Shout out to our subscribers. All of you are subscribers because that's the only way that you can chat. Also, shout out to our King's Guards and shout out to our channel members. Become a member today at TheKempire.com/join. Can't be bothered. Happy birthday. You share a birthday with my other good friend as well. Happy birthday, Can't Be Bothered. Happy birthday. Happy Libra season. Libra season is about to be over. Libra season went so quickly. Okay, London's in the house. Okay, we announced this morning that tickets go on sale this Friday for our London show. We're going to all the way to the UK to bring the Kempire After Dark live experience. So if you haven't gotten your tickets already and you will be in London or live in London, go get your tickets today. Go get your tickets today. Let me adjust. There we go. Go get your tickets today. Tickets, well, you can't get your tickets today. Get your tickets on Friday. Get your tickets on Friday. So I'm excited about that show. I'm also excited about our Los Angeles show. That will be coming up first. Yes, I'm coming to London. I'm coming to London in December 8th. So go get your tickets on Friday. Tickets go on sale. Shout out to AEG and AXS. And of course, I'll be coming to Los Angeles on November 20th at the Bourbon Room. Go get your tickets. Let's sell out this show. Because if we don't sell out, I'm never coming back to the West Coast. Thank you, Millie. Thank you guys so much for all the love and support. I'm so excited to bring the show to the West Coast, but I'm also excited to bring the show to London. So that will be fun. I would love to sell out London as well. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, Bridget. Welcome. Welcome. If you're new here, let us know in the live chat. If you're new here, let us know if you're in the live chat. I went to Portugal. When did I go to Portugal? I went to Portugal for my birthday. I didn't work. I mean, I worked, but I didn't do a live show when I went to Portugal. So maybe I will one day. If London is a success, that might bring us to other European cities. So stay tuned. Janessa, I look forward to meeting you at the LA show. I would love to come to Toronto, Natalie. I was just looking at our Canada stats. Ontario, y'all really represent. All right. I just want to give you a couple of updates before we get to the Diddy of it all and the Liam Payne of it all. So earlier today, we reported to you that Tommy Manzo, Dina Manzo, formerly the Real Housewives of New Jersey, her ex-husband, okay, I wonder, he must be facing more charges because this wasn't the first attack on Dina's now husband. So I haven't seen anyone report if he's facing additional charges or maybe they weren't able to prove it. Who knows? I can't keep up with all the legal cases that we've been covering. But as you know, he was facing 40-something years in prison. Tommy Manzo, the brother to Albert Manzo, Caroline Manzo's husband, co-owner of the Brownstone. Well, the Brownstone is caught up. The Brownstone is catching strays in this report because the Brownstone was promised, the event space was promised to this mob person who's already gone to jail for this and served his time. He didn't get a lot of time in comparison to what Tommy got. Tommy got 7 years though. Tommy Manzo got 7 years in prison. I don't know if that's enough. They're accusing him of orchestrating a hit, basically, on Dina Manzo's then fiance, now her husband, rich husband. Sidebar, she's winning. All right, she's winning. Hey, Cavi. She's winning. She's doing very well. I'm happy for her, but it's sad because this whole situation, I think, helped tear apart her relationship with Caroline Manzo. But I'm not defending Caroline Manzo because ain't no good gonna come to you, Caroline Manzo, for writing a character letter, allegedly Black Dolores too, writing a character letter for Tommy Manzo, her brother-in-law, over her sister-in-law. I mean, over her sister, not her sister-in-law. I thought blood was thicker than, I guess not. Look, I guess not. Well, I have an update for you guys. I have an update for you guys because Dina Manzo is speaking out in regards to the sentencing of her ex-husband. Okay? So she said in an Instagram story, so many layers, so much emotion. I'm leaning into all of it. Eventually, I will speak on it, every bit of it. I wish she would, because she really hasn't spoke about this. Dina, you want to sit down for an interview? Because I got questions. I got questions. I just want to know if you're willing to answer them. I got lots of questions. Look. So she said, eventually I will speak on it, every bit of it. As I know, we as humans ultimately are here to serve and assist others with their pain and suffering. Lots and lots of forgiveness of self and others right now. Lots of exploration and self-reflection. Lots of self-control to not send the text or make the call. Here's the thing with Dina. She's always been this girl. She's always been in spirituality. She's always, remember when we first introduced her, she was talking all about that on her first season of Real Housewives of New Jersey. So it's nice to see that she's remained that consistent. And honestly, the best thing for her was to leave New Jersey, especially now. I honestly still don't think that she's safe in New Jersey. Just because that man's locked up doesn't mean she's safe. If he hired someone, I can say he hired someone because he's been convicted. If he hired someone to attack her then boyfriend or fiance at that time, and that wasn't the first attack. That wasn't the only attack. Very scary situation, but she's speaking out, and she says that eventually she will speak out completely. And I look forward to that day. And girl, if you want to have a conversation, because you know I don't interview a lot of people, but I have questions. I have questions, Dina. I have questions about your sister. I have questions about your relationship with Teresa. Did Teresa send you a text message when she found out the news that he's been locked up? They won't let him out for 7 years. I don't know if 7 years is enough. I don't know if 7 years is enough. I don't think 7 years is enough, because what if this attack on her fiance took his life? I mean, it didn't, but it could have. Remember, robbers came into the house, tied them both up. We're not even talking about that. This is a different situation that we're talking about. We're not even talking about the burglary where they were tied up. What's going on with that? Are they still legit? I have questions, Dina. What's happening with that case? Okay, sorry. I just wanted to give you a quick update on that situation, okay? So Dina Manzo has spoken out. Sidebar. I'm watching a video of Safari. So Safari shares footage of Erica Mena attacking him in front of their children. Shout out to our friends over at the Jasmine brand. They say Safari has shared footage showing his ex-wife, Erica Mena, attacking him in front of their children and destroying property inside his home. It seems the situation took place months ago, but Safari is sharing now as Erica continues claiming he's a deadbeat father. Yikes. I mean, two things can be true. We've seen how Erica Mena has been on reality television for years. However, you could also still be a deadbeat father. Those two things can exist, Safari. I honestly didn't believe that this was a real relationship. I remember when this was all playing out, I said, this is a relationship for reality television. But am I surprised that Erica Mena was attacking him? No, we've seen her on reality television. She's been this way for years. And apparently a colorist too. But anyways, I say all that today. Y'all have forgiven her over there at Zeus. Look. Fine. Okay. Let's move on. Oh, wait. Sidebar. Did you guys see the new photos of Nicki Minaj at Vogue's Forces of Fashion event? This is probably, I mean, she's looked good before, but I like her with the black hair. Her makeup looks great. She looks very demure. Look, she looks very mindful. Like, this is the best I've seen her look in a while. I like this look on her. It's very much like I'm going to the PTA. You can see it on social media everywhere, but I'm looking at the Neighborhood Talk right now. She's taking a picture with Anna Wintour. She looks great. I love the jacket. She looks like very much PTA mom. Okay, Nicki Minaj. Okay. I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of an update before we get to the nitty gritty. Let's talk about Liam Payne. You know, One Direction's Liam Payne, we found out literally, I was meditating and then all of a sudden I came out of the meditation, Probably shouldn't be the first thing that I do, but I picked up my phone and I saw the news that Liam Payne from One Direction had died. And they said that he died from falling off of a balcony. And part of me was like, is there more to this? Did he accidentally fall off a balcony? Well, we're not sure. So this is what the initial report was in regards to Liam Payne. They said Liam Payne is dead after a fall from his hotel balcony in Argentina. The former One Direction star died Wednesday evening. Several witnesses at the hotel where he was staying in Buenos Aires tell us Liam fell from his room on the third floor of the Casa Sur Palermo hotel. We do not know if it was intentional or accidental. But wait, there's more. TMZ had seen a photo showing Liam's body on the deck at the hotel. I saw that some people were calling TMZ out for posting that photo. I think they have since taken it down. I'm not sure. But apparently his body, they had a picture of his body on the deck at the hotel with tables and chairs nearby. You can clearly see his tattoos, a clock on his left forearm and a scorpion on his abdomen, which helped them confirm early reports from witnesses. They said they're told that this happened shortly after 5 p.m. in Buenos Aires. You see how quickly news goes in this world? Literally, I finished my meditation around 6:30. The news was already out by like 6 o'clock. They said this shortly happened after 5 p.m. in Buenos Aires, and Liam had been acting erratic in the hotel lobby earlier. He smashed his laptop and had to be carried back to his room. Police and other first responders are all around the hotel at the particular time that this was being reported, and authorities have put up a red tent over the body as they begin their investigation into Liam's death. He had been in Argentina recently for a Nal Horan concert earlier in the month, and the One ID members actually reunited at the show. Isn't that sad? I mean, sad, but at the same time, oh my gosh, that was the last time that they saw him. Liam, as you know, was only 16 years old when he joined One Direction, and the group became the biggest boy band in the world after their 2010 launch on X Factor. The band ultimately broke up in 2015, and he was considered one of their main songwriters. So Liam revealed in June of 2021 that he struggled with alcohol and prescription drug addictions at one point when One Direction was on tour, and things got so bad that he had severe thoughts of taking his own life. Earlier this week, there were reports that Liam's ex-fiancee, Maya Henry, alleging he'd left her after asking her to get rid of their child. Her attorneys had been trying to send him a cease and desist letter to stop contacting her. It's unclear at this point if that triggered his erratic behavior at the hotel. As you know, Liam was only 31 years old. They had another update in regards to this story. They said sources close to the situation tell TMZ that Liam and his girlfriend, Kate Cassidy, arrived in Argentina on September 30th. Okay? And posting several social media posts together showing them having fun on vacation. TMZ's told that she left Argentina on the 14th. Liam stayed behind and checked into the Casa Sur Palermo hotel. TMZ's told that someone at the hotel called 911 to report an aggressive male at the hotel today, which lines up with what witnesses told TMZ about Liam's behavior in the lobby. Page 6 is reporting in regards to what sources are telling them. They said Liam spent the final years of his life in crisis, a source who knew the former One Direction singer tells Page 6 exclusively. Liam had been cycling through periods of ruinous behavior for a long time, one insider said. He was open about his struggles but tried to downplay them at times. His demons were much worse than he let on. Damn. So as you know, they said the cause of death was not immediately released, but police said that the singer may have been under the influence of drugs or alcohol before throwing himself off the balcony of his room and sustaining extremely serious and ultimately fatal injuries. So earlier in the day, Liam Payne posted a video on Snapchat saying that he was having a lovely day in Argentina with his girlfriend, Kate Cassidy, but we found out Kate Cassidy left a couple of days ago. But it appeared to have been old footage as the influencer's 25-year-old girlfriend flew home to Florida earlier this week, according to her TikTok account. Oof, this business, man. They said, Payne said on a podcast in 2021 that he hit rock bottom, experienced thoughts of taking his life during his time in the chart-topping boy band, which broke up in 2016. Subsequently, he went to rehab and announced last year that he was more than 100 days sober. And it's not unusual for those that, that have addictions to relapse. So I'm assuming based on what people are reporting that maybe he had a relapse. Payne made one of his final public appearances on October 2nd while attending his former bandmate Niall Horan's solo concert in Buenos Aires. Man, that's sad. Reps for Payne did not immediately respond to Page Six's request for comment. That's so sad. So sad. 31 years old. 31 years old. Rest in peace. Shout out to all of his friends and family and, of course, his fans. All right. So we have some more updates for you guys in regards to Diddy. So earlier today, we reported to you that Diddy wants some of the alleged victims' names to be revealed so that he can prepare for trial. If you missed the story that we did on that earlier today, you can check that out. We also give you the update on Tommy Manzo, Dina Manzo's ex-husband, but he wants the names to be revealed. And these names are the names from Tony Busby's 120 lawsuits that are coming, but 6 or 7 of them came out last week. We talked about them already. Or was it last week or this week? I can't even keep up. I think it was this week. Lord have mercy. This is already a long week. I did see the news about Nick Jonas. You talking about when Nick Jonas was on stage and a red dot appeared on him and he ducked for cover? What is going on in the world? Paula says, I don't like the way they want to make the names public. And that is a major concern because Diddy's legal team wants to make the names public, but the courts do not want to make Diddy free because they're worried that he is going to coerce victims and witnesses. So we reported on that earlier today. I'm not going to get into the nitty-gritty details of that. But apparently he would like for the victims' names to be disclosed, okay, so he can prep for trial. He's also seeking for a third time bail. They haven't had the bail hearing just yet. And also there hasn't been a decision in regards to releasing the names of his victims. I mean, I'm assuming eventually, I don't know how this works. This is a great question to ask Stephanie St. Alban when she comes back. Will the names be released to him? Because doesn't he have a right to at least say, I don't even know this person. I never even met this person. I don't know. So we'll have to wait and see, but they are taking the legal steps for that to happen. National says in discovery. That's what I'm assuming, that eventually it will something. Lawrence says he will not be released. He's a drug addict. Amongst other things, he's not just a drug. They consider him dangerous. This SDNY considers him dangerous. Foxy says, I hope they never let him out. I really don't see him getting out. Okay, let me focus on this. So as I said to you before, Diddy wants the names of the victims to be released so he can prepare for his trial. His trial, we told you, is on May 5th, Cinco de Mayo. I don't know if they're going to stick with that date because a lot of people were saying that was very optimistic of the defense team to think that they could do spring because they have terabytes of information from the feds that they have to review. So I don't know. But part of me is sort of like, I'd like to, that's around my birthday. I would like to go on a trip. So if it's not going to happen, I want to be able to book my trip. So I'm hoping either they have it earlier, doubt that, or just later. Look, just personally speaking. So they've set the date for May 5th, 2025. No word. There is no plea deal on the table from what we hear. His attorneys swear that he's going to take the stand, but some people will say that they will take the stand and then they end up not taking the stand. Trump said the same thing. Okay. Sidebar. Early voting has started in certain cities. Have you voted yet? Have you checked your voter registration? Vote.org. Okay. Arjun says, but Kempire, why can't you book? Are you going to go to? We might be at the trial. That's the thing. That's why I don't want to go. Just saying. I'm here in New York. Okay. Anyways, so, okay. We're giving you that little bit of information. One of the stories that we didn't cover is this interesting Tupac-related story from one of Diddy's alleged victims. Okay? Diddy used a TV remote to R a woman as payback for her telling him she believed that he has something to do with Tupac Shakur's unaliving, at least according to a new lawsuit. The Bad Boy founder is being sued by a woman named Ashley Parham, who claims Diddy S8'd her in a gangbang style R after she dissed him on a FaceTime call. According to the lawsuit obtained by TMZ, Parham met a friend of Diddy's at a bar in February of 2018, and he called Diddy on FaceTime. But Parham says that she wasn't impressed by the man's famous friend, telling Diddy to his face she thought he played a part in Pac's passing. Parham claims Diddy told her that she would pay for her Tupac comment and overall dismissal of him. And she says 1 month later, Diddy's friend set her up for Diddy to R her. In her suit, Parham says that the man she met at the bar invited her over to his Orinda, California home. And when she was there, Diddy showed up and told her she thought she would never see him in person. She says Diddy held a sharp object, we'll say, to the side of her face and told her that he would give her a Glasgow smile in retaliation for her Tupac comments. Parham claims Diddy's top consultant, KK's back, y'all, Christina Curran, was there too. And KK told Diddy not to cut Parham's face because that could sell her to potential client. Hold on, wait a minute. Let me read this clearly. So the victim claims Diddy's top consultant, his chief of staff, Christina Curran, who we were just asking about yesterday, was there too. And KK told Diddy to not cut Parham's face because they could, quote, sell her to potential clients for the night. I'll just say that. Parham claims KK then threatened to ship her off anywhere in the world, never to see her family again. Has this woman spoken to the feds? Because I wonder if the feds are building a case against Christina Curran. Because some people speculate that Christina Curran, his chief of staff, was working with the feds. But we haven't seen or heard from her since Diddy's arrest. Well, a lawsuit, remember Lil Rod's lawsuit said that Christina Curran, his chief of staff, KK, is his Jocelyn Maxwell. Okay. And you remember in a tweet or a post that Diddy posted online, he says, meet Christina Curran, chief of staff at Combs Enterprises. Christina, aka KK, keeps everything in my life and my business running. She's been my right hand for the last 8 years and has consistently proven to execute and get ish done. Don't know how I'd function without her. So in the court docs, Parham claims that Diddy took off her clothes, removed the sharp object from her face, and then got a bottle of liquid from a large fanny pack and covered her body in the liquid substance. So that was the other part of the story that we just covered here a little bit earlier today in regards to another report stating that the baby oil, the lube, may have been laced with GHB. We'll go back to that in a second. So in this new lawsuit, Parham says that he took off her clothes, removed the sharp objects from her face, and then got a bottle of liquid from a large fanny pack and covered her body in a liquid substance. She says Diddy and KK tried to insert something into her private area that they referred to as an IUD, but it malfunctioned. And then Diddy picked up a TV remote and, oh Lord, and violently inserted it into her private area using the remote to R her. Parham claims Diddy told her that her life was in his hands and that he could take her and she would never be seen again. And then he later R'd her in multiple ways. We won't go into the details of those allegations, but it wasn't just in her private area, it was in the back area as well. And she says that he instructed 2 other men to do the same, which she says they did. She also claims another man with Diddy R'd her. Whew. After the alleged gangbang style R, Parham claims Diddy and his buddies left her limp body inside the home as they went into the backyard to smoke the reefers and cigarettes. She says when she finally regained her bodily function, she grabbed the sharp object, an oversized shirt, and tried to leave, but had to get past Diddy to reach the exit. She says that she confronted Diddy, who she says was surprised to see her walking because he had given her enough of that, he said enough drugs, and this is a quote, enough drugs to take out a horse. Remember, there's allegations that from Tony Busby, one of the attorneys representing the 120 victims, that alleged that there was a horse tranquilizer used to succumb victims. Parham claims that Diddy told her that he hadn't had any that tight in a while and offered her money and told her to say everything was consensual. Parham says that she refused and threatened to go to the cops, with Diddy telling her no one would believe her, and if she told anyone, he would harm her family. She says one of his associates showed her a phone that appeared to be a live streaming video from outside her sister's home. What in the... So in the suit, Parham claims that Diddy even called his mom, Janice Combs, in an effort to convince her to not to report the R. And she says that Diddy's mother yelled at her to not hurt her son and brushed off Parham's claims that Diddy R'd her. I wonder if we're going to hear more about Janice Combs and her possible influence over Diddy. Parham claims that Diddy told her that he had gotten away with bigger crimes and again referred to Tupac. She says that Tupac comment pissed off one of the men who was with Diddy, who pulled a pow 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 and later fired a shot that sent Diddy running. She says that she then chased after Diddy with the sharp object, caught up to him and was about to stab him when he started pleading for his life. She says that she had a moment of clarity and ran for the exit, but Diddy chased her down and she wielded the blade at him, grazing his abdomen. So in the docs, Parham claims that she escaped to the street and yelled for neighbors to call the cops. She then heard Diddy's SUV speeding away from the home. Parham claims a sheriff from the Contra Costa County Sheriff's Department responded, and she told him that she had been violently gangbanged by Diddy and others, but she doesn't believe that the Sheriff's Department investigated her claims. But don't they have to keep a record if you make claims like that? There should be a police report. Not to say that Diddy couldn't buy the police report and buy the officers off, because allegedly that's what he's done before. I mean, here I go twerking on the fence. Okay? She also says she reported the R to Walnut Creek Police, and Orinda Police Department. There should be a record of this then, because she's alleging that she reported this to 3 different law enforcement. But she says, but was told no law enforcement agency had opened an active investigation into any of her reports. Parham's attorney in this lawsuit are Ariel Mitchell. Oh, Lord. Ariel Mitchell. Does that name ring a bell to you guys? And Sean Perez. So this is a separate from the 120 SA lawsuits. Texas attorney Tony Busby says that he's filing against Diddy. Do you guys remember Ariel Mitchell? She was also on the same night as Jaguar Wright on Pierce Morgan. She's also the attorney. Yes, Miss Shakedown, Nasra. Miss Shakedown. She's the same attorney. Millie said, not Ariel. She's the same attorney that claims that there is a video of Diddy, not listed. You guys are hilarious in the chat. She's the same attorney that says that there's a higher profile person on video with Diddy. She's also the same person that's gone on to, as an attorney, basically is extorting whatever celebrity is on this videotape on a national platform. So apparently she's also representing this woman. She was representing another Diddy victim, which she's since dropped. That lady sounded shady. She sounds shady. And look, I believe victims, but as I'm reading the story, I'm like, well, there should be a record, right? You contacted 3 different police departments. But now that I found out your attorney's this woman, I'm questioning everybody. Ariel Mitchell is representing this woman. And here's the thing, and I said this before, is that now that we know all these details about what people have alleged about Diddy, it is hard to determine the real victims versus people that are clout chasing and coming up with these different narratives. And I always wonder how some of these attorneys decide which cases to take on. Because like I said, if this woman contacted multiple police departments, one of those police departments had to keep a record of this. So in response, Diddy's camp tells TMZ numerous lawsuits, many of them by unidentified complainants, have been filed against Diddy in recent months with claims, quote, spanning from the false to outright absurd. They say multiple lawsuits have already been discredited, but these continued allegations, some lodged via a 1-800 number, that's Tony Busby, have done irreparable damage to Diddy's case, his criminal case. They worry the media circus around his case will deprive their client of a fair trial. Well, it didn't help with your own attorney, Diddy, going on a TMZ documentary and making the comments that he's made. Didn't help. Didn't help at all. All right, so let me give you an update for those that haven't seen my other video in regards to the baby oil and lube. What are we talking about right now? So as you saw in this lawsuit, she mentions that he put a liquid on her. Here's the thing. I think some of these attorneys, because not all attorneys are great attorneys. I'll just say that. Okay? So it wouldn't shock me if attorneys are like, well, this could be an easy payday. He might settle some of these cases, and your case might be the case that he will settle. So if he settles your case, I also get paid. But again, they make the situation terrible for real victims. All right. So for those that didn't see my other video in regards to this new lawsuit confirming, and I put in quotes, confirming that the lubrication that was found may have been laced with GHB. So Radar Online is reporting, and they're not completely off here, because at first when I heard this story, I was like, I think they're grasping at this particular point. We have to keep in mind the Southern District of New York never confirmed that the baby oil and lubricant were laced. They did confirm, though, that Diddy's use of narcotics was definitely involved in his freak-offs. Exactly. Nasser says GHB has the same consistency as baby oil. It does. or lube. Like if you've seen lubes before, they're very similar. I mean, different textures a little bit. I mean, baby oil's a little bit more loose. Look, not loose, but you get what I'm saying. So, Radar Online reported earlier today in regards to the possibility that the baby oil and lubricant would have been laced with GHB. They said a lawsuit against the disgraced star, aka Diddy, Sean Combs, which accuses Combs of child SA, also details claims that he laced lotions or similar body oils with GHB, commonly known as the date R drug. Okay? The lawsuit, which is one of the 6 new claims filed in New York on Monday, so it was on Monday. It's only Wednesday. Notes allegations of Combs dousing victims in lotions or similar body oils laced with GHB so that the drug would be absorbed through the victim's skin and make it easier for him to take advantage of them. Kawale says, do you know it affects topically? I'm curious. We're getting into that. Apparently it does. Apparently it does. Radar Online teaches us that GHB is short for gamma hydroxybutyrate. I know I murdered that pronunciation. It's difficult to detect when it's slipped into a drink. It was originally developed as an anesthetic, leading to feelings of relaxation and drowsiness. The substance comes in liquid form, powder, or crystal form, but can be absorbed through the skin when mixed into lubricants. So that's the thing, you can mix it in. This comes just months after authorities raided Combs' Los Angeles and Miami mansions, seizing over 1,000 bottles of baby oil and lubricant. And as you recall, according to the 14-page indictment, the bottles were confiscated as alleged freak-off supplies, which included narcotics and more than 1,000 bottles of baby oil and lubricant. So Diddy's attorneys at the time shut down those claims. You remember he went on, it was the Tubi documentary, TMZ, The Downfall of Diddy, The Indictment, claiming like, who does that? Who buys baby oil in bulk? Blah, 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 blah. And then he claimed that, everyone buys things in bulk. He said he buys in bulk. I think they have Costco's in every place where he has a home, he explained. Have you sat in the parking lot of Costco and see what people walk out of there with? Costco had to come out and say, we do not sell baby oil. Costco says we do not buy baby oil. We don't, why doesn't Costco sell baby oil? Where do you get your baby oil nowadays? Why doesn't Costco sell baby oil? They sell everything else. Now it just says Costco was like, leave me out of this. I don't remember last time I saw baby oil. The next time I'm in Duane Reade, does Target have baby oil? Are they sold out of baby oil? Honestly though, I don't know if people, and look, this seems like a new way of, because we always heard like the date R drug slipping in people's drinks. Did people know that you could put it on in like lubricants like that? Are people actually doing that? Like, I don't want to give people ideas based off of this situation. Like, I don't want people getting ideas. That's scary. That is very, very scary. Did you guys ever see that? I think it was like a TikTok video where a woman talked about when she got into an Uber and the Uber driver blew something at her, like it was some sort of powder, and it like debilitated her. And then she was able to get free out of the Uber. I was just like, that's scary. This guy LC, thank you so much for the super chat. This guy LC says, I'm surprised they didn't find any poppers, aka code name head cleaner in his house. I mean, look, they didn't tell us everything that they found, so you don't know. There could have been poppers there, for all we know. I think that there will be other people involved, because who was providing him with these drugs? So I feel like there will be other people implicated. AP says, Dawn Richard stated that she witnessed a gang R in her complaint. I've been meaning to really, because her complaint is pretty long. It's like 50 something pages. I've been meaning to read through it. We just highlighted some of the different parts. She says she witnessed a gang R in her complaint against Diddy. Every time there's an allegation, it's something that was previously mentioned that no one took seriously. You got a good point. You got a good point. Okay. So the reason why Radar Online is connecting the baby oil in this new lawsuit is because you may recall Damian Williams, the U.S. attorney, mentioned, he said, the freak-off sometimes lasted days at a time, involved multiple commercial S workers, and often involved a variety of narcotics. And he listed the different ones, which included GHB. And he says that Combs distributed to the victims to keep them obedient and compliant. So, people have been speculating, saying, oh, it seems as if the baby oil was laced. The baby oil was laced. I mean, it makes sense. They confiscated it. Why would they confiscate baby oil? Look, he could also have had bottles and bottles of Pepsi or something. They didn't take that. I'm wondering when they went in with the dogs, if the dogs were like sniffing around the baby oil and the lubricant and was like, and barking, you know what I mean? So I'm wondering if that would make sense. Why would you confiscate it if something wasn't in it? If it wasn't suspicious? I'm sure by now, a month later, they have tested it. And my thing is, if they tested the baby oil, this is why I feel like, Diddy, you going down. I feel like the Southern District of New York probably have everything that they need. I mean, they normally do. They have a conviction rate of like 99%. Okay? So I'm assuming they're going to get him on something. Like, first of all, you already had pow pow pows in your home that had the serial number erased off. Already, you're going to jail for that. Lawrence says, because Kempire, who has all those bottles of one product? Well, I don't think that's enough to be like, okay, we're gonna grab this. I'm thinking the dogs or something sniff something around it. 1,000 bottles is so obvious not to confiscate it like it's eye-catching supply. I still feel like something came from that. I mean, for all we know, he could have been working on a new baby oil deal. Just saying. I mean, he definitely was getting very sloppy, and it probably was because of his addiction. We shall see. May 5th is right around the corner, guys. It's right around the corner. Look how quickly the fall is here. Before you know it, we'll be celebrating the holidays. Janice brings up a good point. Janice says maybe the baby oil showed up on one of the videos. Because I wonder if before they went in, how much information did they have before going in? I mean, clearly, if they're going in because they're looking for something. I'm sorry, I had to look. I just said, hey, Rahina, thank you so much for the super chat. Rahina says, Kempire, this is like SVU. This is all giving me palpitations. Ooh, no palpitations. Look, I think this is just the beginning, because can you imagine the stuff we don't know? Julie, yes. Mark Agnafilo is still a part of the case. I know there were rumors out there that he was fired. No. He's a part of the case. They added 2 or 3 additional attorneys to his team. Allison says that the feds knew they went in there looking for the baby oil. Well, I mean, there's a lot of speculation that we can have in regards to, could they have seen a video footage? Wait a minute. Because remember, allegedly, Cassie had been talking to the feds. Remember, she did her lawsuit. And there were rumors that Cassie was talking to the feds. Maybe they were talking to other witnesses. Maybe one of the witnesses said he laces the baby oil. Cassie would know at that particular point. Cassie would know. So she could easily be like, yeah, he laces the baby oil. Get the baby oil. Because word on the street, Cassie's been working with the feds. But it could also have been this. Cassie's working with the feds. Maybe she gave up other people. Maybe someone else told them about the baby oil. So maybe when they went in, they knew the baby oil already had something. Just saying. Now, look. The more I think about it, sometimes I just want to get on live and just be like, guys, I thought about something. Was it in her lawsuit? No, it wasn't. She did talk about drugs and stuff like that and how he got her addicted to drugs and things like that. But she never mentioned the baby oil. But remember, we all said, can you imagine what she didn't tell us in her lawsuit? And she told us a lot. Can you imagine what she didn't tell us? Wait, there was a question I wanted to answer. What about the Jonathan Oddie? He may have told them. Well, word on the street, Jonathan Oddie, who, we did a video talking about his 2018 interrogation where he mentions Diddy and Cassie and being their, S-slave and things like that. Word on the street, allegedly, there was an S worker that has a very similar story to him, has been speaking to the feds. So maybe he could have said something too. But remember, he only started talking to them allegedly recently after Diddy was already in jail. So it really depends on when the conversation happened. They went in before this, so. Samara says his dealer probably told the feds since he got a plea deal. Who got a plea deal? Oh, you mean the dealer got a plea deal? We don't know. Kat, thank you so much for the super chat. Kat says, as a substance use counselor, this is contraband. Oh. Look. Millie says, just lock this monster up forever. He's not getting out of jail. If they let him out of jail on bail, somebody was paid off. And they might as well say goodbye to Diddy. Because he's gonna disappear. Winter says Diddy ain't coming out. He should just accept it. Here's the thing. He has the right to try. It's his money. It's his time instead of focusing on his release. But I don't see Diddy getting out. I see Diddy getting convicted. I mean, based off his attorneys, we'll see. Jonathan Oddie is still in jail, Florida, Miami-Dade. Is that true? LA, because I remember he was being interrogated. But just because he's in jail doesn't mean he can't speak to feds. And speaking to feds could probably help him get out of his case. Well, not get out of his case, but maybe lessen his time. Hey, Queen, she says, what did I miss? A whole lot. We've been talking for 48 minutes. We covered a lot of stories. We were just rounding out the Diddy stuff. Lauren says, I feel for Adi in some weird way. He was a victim. Oh, without a doubt. And I know a lot of people love to say that Cassie knew what she was doing. She was a victim too, y'all. And that's why I kind of go easy on Young Miami, because I'm like, I don't know what he was making her do. Catherine says, Young Miami better have some good lawyers because, man, them old tweets were telling. See, Maria says, I don't think Cassie was a victim. Cassie was, what, 19 when she met Diddy, and Diddy took her away from Ryan Leslie, her then boyfriend. Just saying. Oh, April, why do you have to say it like that? Not the STDs being worn for the rest of your life. Ugh. Millie says, Carisha is a grown woman. She acts like she loves that life. There are grown people, y'all. And we talked about this the other day, too. Some of y'all are staying in jobs being abused by your employers. And I'm using the word abuse because some of you are being abused by your employers, and you stick it out, don't you? Not y'all specifically, but you get what I'm saying. So always kind of use that as a like, well, and there are people in abusive relationships that never leave. Kimmy says he didn't take her. She went willingly. Oh, God. Janae, yes. Ryan Leslie was also, I don't know how much grown he was. I mean, we can look up let's look it up. Let's look it up. Let's look up how old Ryan Leslie. I knew it because I was just looking at it the other day. The age difference between. So Ryan Leslie right now is 46 years old. Damn, Ryan Leslie. Oh, Ryan Leslie. Look, 46. Cassie. 46 and she's 38. So there was an 8-year age gap between them. So when she was 19, he was 27. Diddy, though, is 50 something. Still, when I was 27, would I want to be with a 19-year-old? No. Look, no. No. Lord. I can't, damn, Cassie really gave up her formative years. Cassie is a Virgo. I didn't know Cassie has the same exact birthday as my late sister. I did not know that. I did not know she's August 26th. I didn't know Cassie was a Virgo. Wow. That's interesting. That is really interesting. Wow. Yeah, so Ryan Leslie, there's an 8-year age gap between them. And Diddy is what, 50? How old he is now? Diddy is 54. So she's 38. 16-year age gap. Oof, 16 years. So when she was 19, he was 35? Yep, 35. Dating a 19-year-old. Alyssa, that's your birthday too? I know a couple people with the August 26th birthday. Lord. But here's the thing. There are plenty of young women that are in relationships with very older men. Not saying it's right, and they don't have abusive relationships. So, especially on this level, she gave up her formative years to him. All of her her party years, she gave up to him. All right, so questions, guys, because I've already gone over everything that I wanted to discuss. Thank you guys so much for the super chats. You can also support the channel just by liking the video. Thank you, Julie, for another super chat. Julie says, can you imagine being a juror and sitting through all the testimony? I don't know if I could do it. Do you think they'll sequester them with protection? Yeah, probably. I just got jury information the other day. I said, I wonder if this is for the Diddy case. You think they're starting this early? I was like, ooh, I couldn't do it. I would have to be like, no, I can't do it. I'm reporting on the case. I would have to tell you guys, there's no way, because y'all would already tell on me if y'all saw me there as a juror. Y'all would tell on me. He can't be a part of the case. He talk on. Which is that I stay dodging jury duty. Well, technically, I really don't have, because of the kind of work that I do, they usually don't want me. Alexander says, we wouldn't. You wouldn't, but the people, the haterations would. Don't y'all want somebody on the inside? No, because eventually we'll be found out. The videos are all here. Look, the videos are all here. Rita said, we are loyal. I know y'all are loyal. Diddy's fans, because Diddy does have fans, like, no, he talks about Diddy. He can't be on the case. Both my parents are Virgo a time. Oof. Look, oof. The jury should be sequestered. Diddy would be absolutely trying to get to the, oof. What is a sequestered jury like? Like, what does that work like? I need to ask these questions to an attorney. Like, what is that like? I never even, I've heard of it, but I'm like, what are the details? What are you can't watch television? Look, you can't watch television. You can't, is it like Big Brother? You're like, you don't know what's going on in the world besides this case? Kempire would give him the stank look. Especially if he took the stand. If Diddy took the stand, I'd be like, look. Nope, no internet, Hibiscus Rose? Oh, Lord, I can't do it. I can't do it. If they kept, because sometimes, I think most of the time, when they're doing the interview process for the jurors, sometimes the person that's being prosecuted is there. No TV, no media at all. I can't do it. It's like Big Brother and I don't get a prize at the end. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Samara says, no communication to the outside world, no internet, no TV, no news, no phone. Are they paying you extra for this? Because I know regular jury duty is not a lot. Miss Cabby says, you can write a book. I'm not going to write a book. Just saying. Damn. Nope, I don't want to do it. Right? Look at how long the OJ trial was. I don't think this trial is going to be won. Like 1 week. Even though that's what the defense attorneys believe. Your prize is being a juror. Really? Nope. And Jasmine says, no, it's your civic duty. You don't get paid. No, you get paid for being a juror. It's not a lot. Yeah, $40 a day on jury duty. I don't remember. I never got paid for the jury. I don't know where that money went to. I don't know if it went to my employer. I don't know. I never saw it. Look, I never saw it. Right, Paola? Paola says you should be able to stream Netflix and Hulu. So I don't know. I can't do it. I'm gonna like this. So if I was there, I have to be like, I report on Diddy, and while Diddy's like, I report on Diddy all the time. There's no way that I can do jury duty. And sometimes they'll look past it, like, are you sure that you wouldn't be able to put what you reported on the side in order to, like, I am positive. I think that he's guilty and should rot in jail. I make eye contact with Diddy. I think you should rot in jail, Your Honor. Exactly. T says, you're excused. Bye, y'all. Queen says, they'll ask, do you think you could twerk on a fence at least? Regina's like, tell them to watch your videos. No, I think I'm pretty impartial in my videos. That might not be a good thing. I need to be like, I think he should rot in jail, under the jail, matter of fact. Think he should rot in jail. Please and thank you. I saw some of you guys want me to drop the call link. Let me drop the call link for you guys. If you want to call in and share your thoughts on the Diddy of it all, Liam Payne, the new information that we're getting in regards to Liam Payne's passing. They're saying possibly he could have been under the influence of something. Not 100% sure. Hold on, let me drop the call link here. If you guys want to call in really quickly, because I have laundry to put away. Look, I have laundry to put away. Laundry to put away, and I have some bookkeeping to do. Life of an entrepreneur. That's the other way I can get out too. I'm an entrepreneur, Your Honor. I can't. April says twerk on a fence is about to be the new jam, especially with the Diddy of it all. Lord, nope, I'm not twerking on a fence with Diddy, Your Honor. I think he's guilty. Lock him up. All right, sidebar, guys. If you didn't know, I will be coming to London. Who's coming to our London show in December? Tickets go on sale this Friday. More information is available in the description. Also, if you are on the West Coast, if you enjoy content like this, I'll be live and in person at the Bourbon Room on November 20th for our Kempire After Dark live experience. We're going to be talking Diddy. We're going to be talking hot topics. We're going to be talking housewives, all of that. So get your tickets today. More information is available in the description. And don't forget to like the video. Let's get to 400 likes, guys. You're so close. All right. You got to say you're Janice Combs' wig maker so you can't participate. No. First of all, Catherine, why would I say that? I feel like that would just like ruin my life by admitting that I make her wigs. Like, why would I admit that? Like, why would I admit that? When are we going to talk about surviving Giselle Bryant? Lord have mercy. How about you talk about it? Alexander says, London, Ontario? No. Look, no. Shout out to Ontario, though. You guys be listening strong to the podcast in Ontario, Canada. Someone says special guest in LA, Janice Combs' wig. You know what? Y'all ain't right. Billy says Janice's wig maker should be in jail for them wigs. I told you when she came out of that courtroom, I said, now that's the real criminal right there. Izzy, you're right. The new episode of Love is Blind is out today, so I need to get off of here and go update myself on that. I will be probably going live tomorrow to recap Real Housewives of New York and Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. So stay tuned for that. I just haven't decided when. I have a couple of meetings tomorrow, but I will recap it. I've just decided to combine it. New York was terrible. Salt Lake City, it's good, but I'm not really excited either. Them wigs have been a mess for 30 years. I mean, God, that's the real crime. Like, you have all this money, your wigs are that bad? Come on now. Rahina says, please go watch Love is Blind. I can't wait. And no, Canada does go strong. Canada's like the second after the United States in regards to our most listens. I'm not sure about YouTube, but definitely on the podcast. Wait, ooh. Did you watch the Hulu Mormon Wives show? I did, Cavi. I didn't love it. I felt like I just couldn't relate to them. They felt immature. They felt like they were just doing this to go viral. Like I just could not get into them. I do still do Tuesday Takeover. We're just taking a very long hiatus. I've just been very busy with the move and all what's been going on. So hopefully we will return to it soon. Soon. Oh, Izzy says I'm not watching Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. I miss Monica. Mr. Mellon says, can we do a watch party from your bedroom? No. Dainty Bella says, New York was so boring. You can tell that they have no chemistry and they are all boring New Yorkers. Wow. I don't watch The Masked Singer. I only seen clips of it. I just don't think I would get into it. DM, are you ready to talk? Let's see. DM, what did you want to share in regards to the Diddy of it all, the Liam Payne of it all? What did you want to share? Hold on. I can't hear you. Why can't I hear you?
Oh, no, it's breaking up. Can you hear me?
Oh, now I can.
Okay. Well, I just want to say I love you, Kempire. I watch all your shows. My husband always tells me, oh, you're watching Kempire again. So I love that because I watch a lot.
Thank you.
So thank you for your feedback. Whenever you were mentioning the lawsuit, especially with Diddy and then his mom's involvement, I had to twerk on a fence because I was like, people that have been abused normally learn it from their family life. And the fact that asking this girl to go ahead and rescind her lawsuit or protect her son, it just gives me creep vibes. So, not to say anything that Diddy is not accountable for his own action. He's a 54-year-old man. But I'm wondering, did this abuse happen with his mom as well? So that made me like, kind of twerk on a fence. Like, is this something, maybe he doesn't feel so accountable because he's experienced this in his whole life.
Valid.
But he's accountable. He did it. So.
Just saying. He did it, Your Honor.
Yeah, he did it. And, but it is so sad for the Liam Payne story. Yeah. So sad to lose somebody so young. But thank you, Kempire. That's all I have.
Thank you, DM, for calling in.
All right. Bye.
Bye. I mean, look, I did a video talking about Janice Combs' relationship with Diddy. And there is some stuff there, like odd, interesting behavior between the two of them. Let me just say thank you, because we did have a couple of super chats that I missed. Jasmine, thank you for the super chat. Jasmine says, do you think J-Lo could be subpoenaed in the case? Everyone keeps saying that. I don't think so, unless they reopen the whole club incident. This guy, LC, thank you for the super chat. Another super chat. Are you taking meet and greet photos in LA? Yes, I am. That's what the meet and greet is for. That's what meet and greet is for, guys. Yes, meet and greets are available for the Los Angeles show. It's also available for the London show. Tickets go on sale for London this Friday. And then, of course, the tickets for the Los Angeles show are now on sale. Let's sell out that venue, y'all. Let's sell it out. LA, are you going to show up and show out? I don't want anything but sold out for both London and LA. Okay. All right. On that note, guys, I'm going to go watch. What was I going to go watch? Love is Blind. And then maybe I'll watch Salt Lake City. But I'll recap it tomorrow. Yes. Alanis, I think that's how you pronounce the name. Big Meech is out, from BMF. I did see the Jasmine brand had the exclusive that he had been released early because they were expecting him to be released in 2026. So we heard that. So Big Meech is out. Look, a lot of things are happening on this full moon. Tomorrow's a full moon. Like tonight, the full moon is full mooning, but tomorrow's official full moon in Aries. A lot of things going on. Look, a lot of things going on. Anyways, guys, I appreciate you. Shout out to those of you that sent in super chat. Shout out to those of you that were here liking the video. If you're part of the replay crew, sorry I missed you. Let us know if you've been part of the replay crew. Let us know your thoughts on everything that we covered in this video. It's another Diddy update. Rest in peace to Liam Payne. And rest in peace to anyone that's lost anyone in the last, in today or the last week. And don't forget, we are raising money for Black Women's Health Imperative in honor of Breast Cancer Awareness Month. I know I'm starting it late. However, we always show up and show out for this cause. So we didn't even talk about Ananda Lewis, talking about how she's now been diagnosed with stage 4. And she's saying it's because she took the alternative medicine route. And she does have a little bit of regret in regards to that. Regardless, we are definitely sending her prayers and healing. But if we can find the research and help others, we're going to try and do that with this Breast Cancer Awareness Month fundraiser. So I will be posting it here on this video, but you can check out any of our last videos and make a donation. If all of us made a donation, like there's almost 1,000 of you in here, if all of us made a small donation, we could make a huge difference. We've raised so much money for Black Women's Health Imperative. As you guys know, Black women are tremendously affected by breast cancer more than any other group. So let's continue to help this organization do the work that they've been doing. All right. Thank you to anyone that's already donated. I see that we had already a few donations and I just posted it today. So thank you, guys. Hope you guys have a fantastic night. I will see you all in the next one. And if you're listening to this, head on over to our YouTube channel if you're looking for the links for any of what we just discussed. And have a good night, y'all. Bye. Good night, good night, good night, good night, good night.